Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Andalusia game in EU4 with me, host Luckymarine, the golden century doodah that they pumped out. Castilian West Indies, Castilian West Indies also here, Castilian Colombia, we've got Castilian Brazil. As long as we can cover off on Castile, i.e. take the board, which might piss off France even more than he is currently pissed off, and Asturias, that means that we can eat Castile at our leisure. Possibly even force vassalize him at some point. Even go so far as to steal his colonies off him. Maybe. However, we need vision over here before we can send boats out there, because if you want to take someone's colony, then you at least need to take out the colonial capital, because it's counted as a fort. There were times when it wasn't counted as a fort. All you needed to do is take out the overlord entirely, and you could demand anything in the New World. But that changed. That changed. Also, Castile has a centre of reformation, because they're just handing them out to all the Iberian dickheads. Castile, being one such Iberian dickhead, managed to pick one up. Portugal had one in Porto. This used to be called Porto. Yeah. Portugal had one in Porto. One province minor, Portugal, picked up a centre of reformed reformation. And then we killed it with fire and all sorts. It was beautiful. And then Castile has managed to pick one up. Thankfully, it's not converting my lands. It's away in France lands. But it means I don't want to lock Castile behind any other truce than me fighting into him, because not only do I need Valladolid, but also like other bits and pieces. I don't want to bring them in. Even co-belligerency, I don't want to really, no. So I might wait for that specific truce. We might, I don't know, we might bring in Aragon as a co-belligerent. Brings in Great Britain. We have the fleet to stop Great Britain, I think. As long as we don't go to Britain, where he has a +1 to all the combat around his island. Plus he has heavy ship combat modifiers. We should be alright. So if we were to fight down here, then he won't get the +1, and we'd be okay. Hopefully. Hopefully. What else? What else? Fabricating on air, declaring into the air brings in Cannon Borno. Bringing Cannon Borno in as a co-belligerent brings in Songhai. So fighting this lump here should be fairly easy to take out. Benin is currently allied with Congo, but is also guaranteeing the independence of Oyo. Declaring to Oyo, we can just grab a few bits and pieces from Benin. Possibly. I believe we have a claim on Ashanti. What are our claims down here? No, we have a claim on Benin, and we have a claim on Mali. That is it. Right. Okay. Benin and Congo are both allies with each other. I had started creating a colony here. I was going to say, I did it here instead of here, where the trade modifiers are. Just because we'd be able to get here with boats. But we can't. We can't. We have no idea what this is, because reasons. Also, I didn't want to cover off below Ashanti on the good trade provinces that you have here, because we've been at war with Ashanti a few times now, and it wouldn't have taken them much to burn a colony down. I don't really want that. We only have one colonist. We've not spec'd into exploration and expansion. We're letting other people do that, and we'll just take their stuff off them. In terms of tech, we do have a tech penalty. I'm hoping that, because printing press is based around Protestant and Reformed, is it? Provinces Protestant, Anglican or Reformed. We do have Reformed provinces, thanks Portugal, and Protestant provinces. So they'll be spreading the institution to us there. However, you'll see that the Castilian provinces have a much better spread rate because it is actually Protestant, and state religion is reformed. It's not Protestant, it's reformed. The actual province is reformed, and the state religion is reformed, so they get double the spread. So I'm hoping that by the time we go to war with Castile, for at least this province, Prince Edward Press will have spread into it all the way. If not, then it's a province that we can dev up a little bit to pop printing press, have it spread to a number of provinces around us, and then we can pick up that. It's alright, we'll just loan into picking up that institution. But it does mean that I'm not going to be doing much, I don't think. And I really should be. Also, no. Every time that I close the game down, I'm slightly concerned that France is about to break the alliance. But we'll see how we go. Also, I spent about 1,000 ducats on just upgrading various trade provinces, either building marketplaces or improving the actual this thing, turning it into market towns or trade ports, just to solidify. Oh, nice. Just to solidify our control over these areas. 19% in Genoa is probably about the time where I would consider. That's 2 clicks now. 2 clicks is wasted admin points. Brilliant. It's about the time where I would consider actually flipping my trade capital there. Ahead of time. Not only ahead of time, but a penalty. We have admin points to spend. I was going to move my capital into Malaga, wasn't I? It produces salt, so defensiveness goes up. It's in the mountains, so it's mega defensive anyway. I'd have to take it off the dilemma. I'm going to need another tick. Another tick for it to register that this doesn't belong to the lemma anymore. Alright, let's do a little bit of dev. 0 autonomy. Fez is, I know that Fez is in the mountains. Go on then. Just gets us off the ceiling. I'll move capital. Purely for defensive reasons. Defending what was Cordoba. It's not brilliant. However, one province over, you have a province that's not only in the mountains, but it also produces salt. Defensiveness of this is 37%. Defensiveness of Malaga is 77%. That can be bumped even higher with the defensive edict. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, we're bouncing off the ceiling of admin points anyway. So let's do that. Truce with load. Truce with that Mamluks is over as well. We could do. We could feed Fez. Perhaps. Diplotech. What are we doing with our Diplos? What are we doing with our Diplos? We don't need to buy... No, that's far too far ahead of time. We don't need to buy mercantilism, plus if we're going to end up with colonial nations at some point, having high mercantilism is a bad thing. The higher your mercantilism is, the more limited desire they have for various reasons. So development. A little bit of a development. Again, I mean, you can sort it by cost. Actually, sorting it by cost and doing 0, that's probably the best of both worlds, isn't it? We'll dev the provinces that don't just produce grain, they produce something a little bit more exotic. Such as cloth. I'll go on then. Just to get you up to 10 dev. With 10 dev there's a threshold, and you get additional tech spread in 10 dev provinces. There we go. How are we getting on now for development? 1026. How's that compared to everyone else in the world? Oh, the best. The best in the world. Andalusia is really, really good at generating tech points. Monet points, sorry. Might have something also to do with 10% discount on my idea cost there, and 10% discount on idea cost there, giving us a 20% discount on all of our ideas. Might have something to do with it. Castile, when can we get into you again? 70. Again, I want to get into Castile. I want to drag France into my war with Castile instead of me being the one that helps France. Oh, we have a free merchant. Where do we put this free merchant? Can't put him down here because we haven't discovered it yet. Because that makes sense. 1, 2, don't need to collect there. Let's have you transferring. Good. Whereabouts are you? We're not in Leon, so turn that edict off. Because edicts are expensive. And we'll turn your edicts on, give you an extra 1% of missionary strength. And I'm saving my states. I think we only have 2 left anyway. No, just the 1 left. Right. Yeah, we'll save our states. For Iberian-ness. Okay, 4 dev, either way we do it, so away you come. Gonna need more troops down here. Why have I been lack? Lost in moving my troops around. Decline the merchant classes, okay. When's our truce with you over, Tunis? 70. Castile has to be the priority. We need to get rid of that centre of reformation. Bring you back as well. We'll chuck somebody on outraged countries. Also, restore Al-Andalus. I can wait until we're actually ready to go to war. Institution spread. Let's pick you up. Might help. How far are you through Castile? Let's have you moving down as well. Now that these have got a little bit further ahead of you. Maybe. What's our spread? 8. Not much. Not much. But then it's written reformed. The spread rate is only through true faith provinces, it says. Yeah, true faith provinces. Still, every little helps. Now let's get ready to go. Truthfully, the shanty is over. Well, it might not be a shanty for much longer. Why am I going there? Because we're going to bring Cannonborno as a co-belligerent, therefore we need to take out Songhai unless you have lost that alliance with them. No, you haven't. Ready to rock. Ready to rock. Declare war to you. No, Cannonborno doesn't come in. Fine. Fine. Songhai, allied with Cannonborno. Don't have a claim on you. So if you heard that, that was my cat. Having a bit of a grumble for some reason. Excuse me. Ashanti separatists. Between Mali and Benin, they have taken the entirety of the Ashanti-ness. Can I get out of the way? Not really interested in fighting them. They're not coming after me. Go cause problems in Ashanti-land. You're on my back, sorry. You are. Good. Good. Next. Kunka. Where the... What is... Where... What? Alright. Where are you? Here. Well, turn that edict off. Turn that edict on. Get through that 1% quicker. I will pick up Improved Relations Advisor. Throw you in the bin, throw you in the bin, and we'll wait until Improved Relations Advisor, the best relations advisor, the best advisor possibly in the game. Why have I got a free merchant? Did I not send you here? Was that not a thing that I did? Fairly certain I did that. Yeah. How weird. Improved Relations Advisor. Improved Relations Advisor. Again, anything that pushes this up just means that you're bringing your aggressive expansion down with everybody by lots. Was it 4.3 per year? And that's with everyone. That's with everyone that has any kind of view of your aggressive expansion. Whether it's a tiny view, just a small amount, not enough to put you in a coalition, but you know, it accumulates over time. Why? Nobody is outraged with us. Right. Let's go with 3 into neighbouring countries. 1 into threatening. We'll take a little bit more land. We'll flip it back to outraged countries. Truthfully, Hissen Kaifer is over. State maintenance minus 10% for 10 years. Excellent. Puts more money in our pocket. What can we do with that money? Let's turn it into manufacturers. Manufacturers in the Safi region. Or in here, for that matter. Meknes. No idea where Meknes is. It's there. Yes. I know that you're in the Genoa node. Yes. There we go. Tlemcen, have you built that workshop yet? The manufactory, sorry. You already have a workshop. Workshops with manufacturers work really, really well. Local production efficiency plus 50%. Local goods produced plus 1. They feed off each other. Local goods produced is adding to the trade value here. Or a production leader in cloth. Excellent. Restore Andalusia. We can wait on that. We can wait just before we go to war with Castile, which is in about a year. What? Alright, Naples. I see your Austrian ally and I raise you a France. January of next year. When's your truce to the Mamluks over? It's already over. You could have picked up that truce. When's your... Yeah, when's this truce over? Your truce is already over. What's your relations with the Ottomans? Do you improve relations with the Ottomans? I think they're trying to pick up the Ottomans, so as soon... Yeah, we need to be ready to declare war into them immediately. Which means declaring war into Castile, we're going to have to do it on our own. That's alright, I could split our troops up. Try calling France into a war against Castile. He's going to be involved in more than one war, and he's not going to want to do that. As long as we can declare both those wars at once. Yeah, we need to start making plans for this. Let's start moving. It's all about logistics. Alright, Songhai. 9 dev. 9 dev is the best that we can pick up. So declare into Tunis, declare into Castile as soon as that truce is over as well. Oh, the Temtem's a good Minecraft. Well, I'm nowhere near them. Show me a... Oh no, Mamluks go bankrupt. Go pick someone else up. Admin tech cost minus 5%. Go. Oh, we're nearly done. We don't need 11 people on here, do we? Needed 10, so we weren't too far over what we needed. 200 settlers in Cameroon. No, we can't support 2. Yeah, we could. Yeah, go to Cameroon as well. Because we're not doing the beat them with sticks. It costs us money. If you have 2 colonies but only 1 colonist, this colony costs us 2 because we have a colonist to cover it. This colony is now going to cost twice as much, so this one's going to be costing us 4. So 6 ducats is going to be used for colonial maintenance. First one 2, second one 4. If you have a third one, that'd be an additional 8 ducats, and then 16, and on and on. It soon gets really, really expensive. However, if you have the income for it, then it can be a good way of closing off, especially if you've got, say, 3 or 4 colonists. So you can have 3 or 4 colonies, and then another 2 or 3 on top of that, as long as you've got the income to cover the extended cost, and you can be creating whole colonial nations, you know, in one colonizing go. It can be really good for claiming, especially if you're Catholic, of claiming the colonial regions to get the Treaty of Tordesillas from Mr. Dressman, more commonly known as the Pope. You're at war again. With whom? Defending against the Aragon in the Aragonese conquest of Anaba. I think Tunis is going to have many troops, so we'll send the majority towards Castile. Good. Okay. I'd like all this, please. There's no reason for you to have it. Don't care about Great Britain. Thank you. Columbria? Is that the Portuguese province? We'll soon find out. It is. It is. I'm learning a thing. I'm learning what the counties are called when they're under Andalusian culture names. They're all a bit weird. Well, let's make that happen just that little bit quicker. Have you spread your stuff everywhere yet? No. Not just yet. As long as we can cover off on the coastline here. I'll be relatively happy. Let's get you moving up north as well. Age of Reformation, right, we'll just give you more autonomy. Would much rather fight. You're not going to have a fleet. Castile might have a fleet, but he doesn't have a fort on... He does have a fort. Right, bring you around here. Yeah, Tunis is just getting wrecked. We need to jump on that. Let's bring you back, and you back. Breaking a truce. I don't think so. I kind of checked, and we're not breaking truces. Are we not breaking truces now? There we go. Let's go for conquest of Dara. We just need to try and cover off on as much as we can before the dirty Aragonese get there. How many do you need? 6. Oh, hello. Where's Tunis? Are we ready for Castile? Sort of. It will bring an Aragon? It will bring an Aragon. No CB. What? I do. I must have. I'll make sure that I do. There we go. Instant CBs. So that means we're going to be fighting Aragon, which means actually you head this way. Aragon's got quite a few troops here. We'll send our ships around here to get rid of the Aragonese fleet. Oh, it could be a Miltech ahead. The grand scheme of things, it's only 15% ahead of time here for you two. Plus it puts us ahead of time. Which brings its own benefits. Production efficiency is nice. As for you, gives us more combat width. Gives us better infantry fire. Yeah. Alright. We'll pay through the nose for that. And swap our horses out. So Naples got a lot of troops over here. Is that the troops I've got? It is. Come back. We need to squish this first. I don't need to rush to cover off on Tunisian provinces because we're going to be at war with Aragon anyway. We can just steal what he's taken. But I need to get rid of this force. Local construction cost, local unrest, state maintenance in Toledo, or National Unrest Advisor that's 50%, a level 3 National Unrest Advisor that's 50% cheaper. That's really good. I'll say yes to it. How big's our list of things to convert? It's quite big. Further missionary, yeah, strength advisor. Nope. If we weren't earning this much money, then I'd probably have said yes to that. But we don't need it. What do we need for you? Whole province in Castile area owned by us. Aragon area owned by us. Salamanca owned by us. Gives us 200 admin power and a load more claims. Claims that we, looks like, we already have. So Galicia at the top of the list. Also, why do I not have you out on outraged countries? No idea. We do now. Excellent. Yeah, we're going to be fine up here. In fact, let's give you the leader. What's our truce with Castile over? September. That's 2 months worth. We have Aragonese underneath us here. Are you still moving? Might be able to squish you. I declare war onto you. Brings in Aragon. Can I bring in Aragon as a co-belligerent? Brings in Britain. If I was to declare war onto you, Britain would come in. We can take the land without having to declare him as a co-belligerent. Go for the big lump first. Lock you up. So, we're taking stuff from Tunis. People in Europe shouldn't feel the amount that we take from Tunis. They will feel what we take from Castile, and I would like to take out Aragon in its entirety, just because it completes a mission, but we might have to leave that, because I definitely need Valladolid. I would like Labort as well, and Burgos, just to get rid of the fort. Also, I want to allow Castile to continue colonizing. So we'll leave him with his coastal provinces up here. We might take Asturias, just so that the French can't possibly fabricate on Castile. Just leave him with a little bit of Galicia. Maybe. Anyway, I've been Luckymarine. As always, you have been amazing. Join me next time for more with Andalusia as we consolidate Iberia and the northern coast of Africa, whilst swimming in money and monarch points. Until then, do take care.